All right, making way across the street. One of the most overlooked and underthought about things are trailers. Now, we use trailers in our day-to-day business between rental, moving around the monster trucks and other things that can't be driven. But trailers are always very overlooked as far as maintenance and tires. I can't tell you how many people all the time calling, especially with boats, because obviously we deal with boats as well, but calling and that backup alarm works real well. Calling and saying they had a blowout on their boat trailer. Where can they buy a boat trailer? We've seen boat trailers actually break in half. But in preparation for us going out of town, we got to get trailers ready. We actually have to get 5 trailers ready. So in the 15-inch wheel world, we like the big trailers with the heavy-duty tires. But these are the trailers we rent. This one, if we were just staying around town, is still good. The tires still pass inspection and they're fine, but I don't like running anything down to the wire, so we're replacing the tires. I was able to find a 14-ply upgrade for these. Most of the time when you replace a trailer tire, it's a 4, 6, 8, or 10. I was able to find 14-ply tires for 15-inch wheels. So guys, they are out there. So that's a good thing. And we're going to get a few put on that trailer. That one's got more miles on it. This one hasn't been used very much. That one's been used quite a bit. So we'll get fresh inspections. Well, that one got done recently, so that's good. We'll go grease up all the bearings and 14-ply tires. Hopefully save us from having a problem on the side of the road. But for you guys looking to rent a trailer, these things are pretty cool. 24 feet, tilt, got lots of tie downs all along the sides. These fenders come off for bigger stuff. 10K capacity, 9,900 to be exact. Battery charger, onboard winch. So pretty versatile. So we get these things moved out, double check to make sure everything's good, check all the lights, which is what we do every time one of these comes back in. We also do a courtesy check for our renters if they come by and they have the trailer with them when they're coming by to do their their payment. We'll do a courtesy check on the lights. We actually have a little box that we plug up, a little battery powered box, checks all the lights, hit a button, it goes through everything. So thankfully most of these are all LED and they're all hidden, so they don't have much damage and problems. So that's good news. And we're gonna line up all the wreckers today. Got a pretty good selection of recovery, snatch trucks, twin line wreckers, single line wreckers, and heavy duty. So we'll get all those lined up over here very shortly also. And there is their big mega ramp, Big Tex 22GN that actually, guys, is going to be upgraded when we come back from this event. So if you're looking for a nice trailer, Raymond has been one of the few to ever use that trailer. And it is in good shape. It's in very good shape, actually. Dual tandems, you can see from the tire wear, these are the original tires. It's a 2023 trailer. Took me about a year to get this thing. It was on order. And it is hooked to the 17 F350. That was the Toy Maker's TV show truck. But a 22 GN HD, torque tube, 12,000 pound cranks, not for hire obviously. All the boards are in good shape. Now, I believe they've already got it on the website, so if so, check it out. But great trailer, very little use. I'd say we haven't put 1,000 miles on this trailer. It'll get as many miles this weekend as it's gotten the whole time we've had it. And it does have the big mega ramps. So Mike brought up an interesting point this morning. We sold an Excursion, basically identical to this one yesterday. And between Thursday, us closing for the holiday, and opening back up, we had 3 very serious customers. We probably had 20 inquiries, but we had 3 serious customers before we opened up. So the joke of the day was, who's going to get here first for the excursion? Mike brought up a great point, and it's really kind of refreshing. Makes you start your day with a whole new light. Actually, I went home and said I had a great day yesterday versus a stressful day, because the man that bought it was probably in his 60s, maybe older, and he was happier than a kid at 16-year-old buying a $100,000 lifted truck from us. He was ecstatic. Now, when you're dealing with a vehicle like that, it was a 2000 Excursion. It was 25 years old. It was $25,000. It had a blue book of like 7,500 bucks. So you got people out there, the NADA and blue book mafia saying, oh my gosh, so overpriced. We had 3 people begging to buy it. By the time it was sold, Mike had 3 more people, one offering more if we would sell it out from underneath the customer, which obviously we would not do. But we ended up with a customer that was just basically doing backflips, excited about the truck he was able to buy, which is so super duper cool. Because a lot of people come in and buy with no emotion. They're buying a tow truck, it's for business, they don't care. They're buying a car, for their kid. They're spending money they don't want to spend. They're buying a commercial truck for one of their employees that's going to rag it out anyway. So a lot of emotion is lost. And the less and less that we sell to the younger generation, because we don't do as many lifted trucks these days or sports cars these days, it kind of takes a little of that away. So it was pretty fun to have that experience yesterday. And, Mike pretty much dealt with it firsthand, which was really cool. And, we're having a little morning meeting this morning. He was like, we hadn't had a customer that ecstatic in a long time. And of course we had a bunch of hecklers, as I was saying, because of the fact most don't know what the Excursions go for. It was a 7.3 Power Stroke turbo diesel, locally owned truck, basically a single owner truck, single driver truck since it was brand new, serviced with Ford technicians since it was new. So not only was it the holy grail of a cool truck, but it was also well taken care of. And this man did a ton of background checking, climbed underneath of it, test drove it twice, went over every button and knob down to figured out that the cup holder wasn't perfect, which we actually replaced for him. So anyway, we're getting started. I don't know how many videos we'll get out today. We're getting a bunch of stuff moved around. We got a bunch of stuff to get prepared for some shows and events that are coming up. And got to have a little powwow with the marina on some stuff. And Raymond's going to be here getting some trailers prepped, getting some tow trucks prepped, going over some wreckers, operating things. Got a whole list of vehicles that need fuel. So, and on top of it, it's going to be 97 degrees and 100 and some on this asphalt. So we'll get as much done as we can. Be back at you in a little bit, guys. Well, guys, we're still in the middle of getting trailers ready. You would not think getting 4 or 5 trailers ready would eat the whole day up. But we did get a pretty cool trade-in today. We've been working a deal on this truck for a little while. Got a fireplace, big screen TV, party bus, and a support pole for the roof. Must be because of the length here. It has to have a support pole, I guess. Cup holders, seating, another TV, disco ball. She's pretty cool. And a house sliding door. And yeah, that's suede. So pretty cool. Don't know what the price will be yet. We're gonna run through the shop, but this came from a customer we've done a lot of business with. They do weddings and events and all kinds of different things. But a good looking bus. We gotta get their name off of it. It was a local bus. They actually got some classic vehicles from us to use for their business. That should work out pretty good. Hear them over there. I guess they're getting the trailer latched up. Yep. Oh yeah. That's gonna be a pretty rig right there. 2 trailers out of 4 ready. I think we're gonna need 5, but we got 2 of the 4 trailers ready. Getting ready for events definitely eats up some time and effort. And I know the boys up at the shop killing it, getting a couple things ready. Surprise, surprise, we got some more ATVs and three-wheelers. And Alvin has been detailing his you-know-what off, getting the Suburban clean. And I even put on the little thing because a lot of people expect so much perfection out of our stuff that this is not a show truck. This truck was never built to be a show truck. Matter of fact, this truck's first journey was going to be down to our farm with 15 rednecks jumping out of it with guns going hunting, but we didn't ever have a chance to do it because we didn't finish it that day. And we wanted the four-wheel drive to work, so we finished it the next day. Hunting season was over. So we've driven it. It's been everywhere. It's been to the beach. It's been to the car shows. It's been to everything you could imagine with the family, but it wasn't built to be a show truck. So although we're taking it to a show, I know some people probably will criticize it because it's got rust spots and it's got primer on the roof and it's got scratches and dings and dents. And hey, we'll be the first to tell you, it was never designed to be a show truck. It was built to be a practical freaking drive, put 15 people in it and enjoy and not break. It has a proper front drive shaft. It has the proper steering and track bar. It has the proper axles. And it does run, drive, shift, operate. Heck, I would almost dare say we could drive it to this event if it wasn't for the RPMs. It does turn a little heavy RPMs. Daniel can verify, but I think it's 488s and Detroits in these rears. And it was a fully built set of rears that he actually had for another project personally that we ended up putting in this truck. But them DOR wheels looking good. Alvin put a little shine on them. So if you can respect the patina original, we could send it off and spend 50 grand making it perfect on the body and paint or whatever it would cost, and new trim and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We don't care. We want this truck to be this way. We want it to be patina. We love the color combination. And we think people are going to absolutely freaking love it when they see it in person because it's such a behemoth and you can just see yourself driving it. Matter of fact, most people have seen it being driven, especially if you're from around here or if you've ever been to any of the events that we've been to. We drive it there, we drive it home, we get the kids hanging out of it. It's literally usually filthy. It's probably the cleanest it's ever been. It's the first time it's been fully actually detailed. I'm proud of Alvin. He did a hell of a job going over it. And you got to remember, guys, this is a 1980. It's 45 years old. She's an old girl. That's original paint. She's a very old girl, but looking good. Going to be great. We can put this one on the trailer today. We can put the red truck on the trailer today. We can get a couple things loaded so that we're not as much last minute. We are waiting on some arrival from Mickey Thompson so we can wrap up Brown Bear. They're working on the steps, the steering, and the track bar. We're also waiting on some tires and wheels for another truck that I think I slipped up and told you guys we were taking, and we are taking it. And any level, I guess any level's probably going, pulling a trailer. And that might be what we put Brown Bear on, or this other truck, and Grimace. Oh yeah, look at there, they got it rigged up. That's looking good. That is looking real good. Grimace. Daniel worked through the weekend on some stuff on that, disc braking the back, doing some other stuff, and I think he is trying to surprise me with power steps, which would be awesome if that happens. And I wish we could take just a sample of all this stuff off the lot, but this show I'm hoping is going to be mostly old school trucks, which even the any level might be out of place, but it's still a cool truck, and we got to use something to tow with, and it tows great because I tow with it all the time. But there's so many other cool trucks, like 100 others that we would love to be able to take that I think people would appreciate, and heck, we could probably even sell some of them. But we're really going more for the camaraderie, to see some other people's cool builds, to meet some people that have been dying to see some product in person, shake hands, and I think it's going to be really good. So we're looking forward to it. Don't get away from the office very much. I'm really hating the mega trucks. You can see them peeking up over there, over top the trailer. I'm really hating that we can't take the mega trucks, but when we do roll up to an event later this summer with all 4 mega trucks, the race truck, the compound turbo Super Duty Cummins, the compound turbo Cat Eye 8-door, and then the big block yellow truck. Man, that's gonna be cool. And some more 4-wheelers over there too. That's gonna be so cool. So proud of everybody. The whole team kills it. Got Junior in the shop today. Just checked on him in his shop, and he's staying nice and cool at 78 degrees. And working on getting some projects done, getting some AC installed on a really nice square body project that is rolling really fast. Talked to my customer on that yesterday, updated him that we were miles ahead of schedule. Off-road shop, Daniel and Brian got that knocked out, their part pretty quick. AC came in early, AC is being installed, dash pad, a couple other items, some service items, some belts and hoses and fluids, and spark plugs and other stuff. So rolling along really good on that one, and very much ahead of schedule. Still got things we got to do, but thanks guys. That might be all for today. If so, we appreciate it. We will see you tomorrow.